What's going on, guys? The Broken Machine here. Today we're back with some tips, focusing today on those that are guaranteed to get results. More detailed videos will be coming soon to help transition to Battlefield 1, but for now, let's talk tips that can really help you out on the battlefield. First, let's talk playstyle. Always begin by moving from cover to cover. Walls, benches, trees, whatever it may be, just put something in front of you. If you ever get caught out in a gunfight that you most likely will lose, you can always move back into cover, get some health and try again. Too many players rush out and get caught out in the open. Moving from cover to cover as much as possible will allow you to have somewhere safe to fall back to. That doesn't mean get too defensive or never be aggressive, but unless you know what's ahead of you, you should always be trying to put something in front of you. A wall, for example, could stop enemies in the distance from seeing you traveling across the map. Second tip that is connected to the first is you don't have to commit to every gunfight that you get into or engage with every player you see on your screen. An easy mistake a lot of players make is to think that they have to take down the enemy right there and then. It's okay to go back into cover and come out again. It may even save you. More often than not, it's the best decision you could have made. If you see a sniper in the distance, trying to take them out at this very moment may end up in you being spotted. Ask yourself, do I need to take this player out? Maybe checking the area out first would be a wiser option. Maybe even capture the flag first, then engage, or maybe arm the objective and lure the enemies out. But what about winning more gunfights? Everybody wants to know how to do that. Well, let's not go too detailed, let's keep it simple for this video, but the core thing that people really need to get to grips with and realize is that positioning is more important than reaction time. Positioning itself could have its own super long video, but let's talk basics. Good tip, aiming down sight on corners is always a good habit to get into. When you're rushing around corners, it's usually a bad idea, and so is standing out in the open and firing away. Always try to think where your enemies are coming from. I cannot emphasize that enough. The goal is the place where you want to be. The ultimate end is that you want to be ready to take a shot before your opponents appear on your screen. Sounds difficult, but it's really not. For example, long corridor, expect someone to be waiting down the end. Staircase, expect someone to be waiting. Hill you can sniper from, expect there to be a sniper. Prediction is key here. Those who are ready to win a gunfight are more likely to succeed in one. Far too many players are running around like crazy. They're trying to win every gunfight. They're trying to just rush and expect them to win based on whatever weapon they've got, and that is completely the wrong way to play this game. It's the wrong way to play any FPS game. You might get away with it in Call of Duty, but Battlefield and other FPSs, for the most part, it's not gonna happen. As for gunfights themselves, basic tips for when you have to engage. Stand still for that accuracy bonus. Trust me, stand still for your next 10 kills and you'll notice a huge difference straight away. Secondly, don't start firing until you're fully aimed down sight, unless you're in hip fire range, of course, but don't do it. Trust me, just don't do it. Just try it out yourself. Just see the difference from when you're fully aiming down sight and when you start firing straight from the hip and then ADS. You'll notice a huge difference. But it's not just about firing your weapon. Do anything you can to try to throw your opponent's aim off. Jiggle left and right, crouch bounce where you bounce up and down. Check my previous loadout video to see that in action, and even run back to cover and out again if at all possible. Basically, you want to upset your enemy's aim. You want to upset their prediction. You just want to try and complicate things to them so it throws them off, it catches them off guard. And that is all for today. We will be doing more detailed tips videos in the future, but just a short one today, as requested by a few of you guys. Perhaps lately I have been doing a lot of content that's a little too focused on my own gameplay and not enough tutorials, but don't worry guys, big plans for the next few months and Battlefield 1. We're going to go mental, and if you want to join me on that quest in becoming a better player, do be sure to check out my future videos, subscribe if you haven't already, and dink that like button in the face. Until next time guys, hope all is well and see you later. Take it easy, goodbye.